Hi everyone, I'm Chris Clever. I'm the MPP for Spadina Fort York, and Ontario Place is in my riding. And this morning I was absolutely shocked and disgusted to find out that the government planning on going ahead with the demolition, the cutting down of 850 trees on the West Island. This is a project that should not go forward. This Therma deal is a shady deal. It involves a taxpayer subsidy of some $650 million to a private for-profit Austrian spa company. It involves a 95-year lease on some of the most valuable parkland in Canada. It was negotiated behind doors. They've actually exempted Therma from an environmental assessment, even though they're going to be obliterating every living thing on the West Island. That includes 850 trees, 125 bird species that have been identified. There are mink and beaver. And this is an ecosystem in downtown Toronto, and it's on a migratory bird route. And they're going to be building this huge glass dome right in the middle of that migratory bird route after they've demolished this ecosystem. So this deal should not be going ahead. The government needs to back off. This is similar, very much like the Greenbelt scandal. This is an attack on our environment. It's an attack on future generations and the environment in the midst of the climate crisis that we're facing with forest fires, with heat waves. We need to think about the environment. We need to do an environmental assessment for major projects like this, and we need the government to stop the Therma deal.
What do you make of the government's assertion that they're going to plant back twice as many trees as they remove?
You know, they always try to divert attention from what they're actually doing. There are 50-year-old mature trees on the West Island today, and so they're always going to have some excuse. They're going to, say something, but you don't demolish those mature trees. That's habitat for the wildlife that is there. It's habitat for 125 bird species. You can't just replace that immediately, those mature trees. So you're destroying the habitat. You're going to destroy all those birds and animals. And this is in downtown Toronto, so that's just a diversion.
They said that they would try to dig up trees and then put them somewhere else, but I'm not sure you can do that with super big mature trees.
I don't know. I've never heard of replanting 850 50-year-old mature trees. And these trees were planted there and to represent the different forests of Ontario, and they were designed by the landscape architect Michael Huff. So this is a heritage property, and it's a heritage landscape. Those trees were specifically there so that people coming to Ontario Place from all parts of the province would be able to see the species of trees that they recognize.
Is there any evidence to you that the government has done what they say they've done, that they've taken in feedback and revising this plan?
So there's been a couple of community consultations. I have not heard anybody at any of those consultations. No resident has said, let's cut down the 850 trees. I haven't heard that from anyone. And my office, we conducted a survey this summer to gauge the support for Therma. We had 2,137 responses. 98% of people said they don't want this deal to go ahead.
Is there anything that can be done to stop it at this point? Because
So,
I don't think they need the city's approval, right? They can just do it.
So that's something that we're looking into. I mean, it's another case where Ford said that he would respect the city process. So the city is reviewing this process right now. It's underway, and in the midst of this review, he's announced that they're going to go ahead with the cutting down of these 850 trees, and that's disrespectful, and it goes against. It contradicts exactly what he said. He said he would respect the city process. The city process is underway right now. Why would he forge ahead with this decision if he's going to respect the city process? It's just like the Greenbelt. He said he was going to respect the Greenbelt, and then immediately after he was elected, he brought in this legislation to pave over 7,400 acres of the Greenbelt.